Hi Helen, this is Amy Cho. Congratulations on winning the online lesson giveaway on my website aimeswing.com. Thank you so much for filling out the questionnaires and sending me your golf swings. I learned that you've only been playing golf for about 4 years. Swing looks fantastic. I know you've been struggling with a couple different things, but today you want to focus on your driving. You mentioned that you have missed shots pushing or push slice or hitting it off the heel. So I know exactly how to guide you through with your driver. Pretty excited to work on that, so let's get started. All right, so there's one thing in the setup and actually one thing in the swing. So if you take a look from down the line view, you can tell that your upper body is slightly in a lower position, almost as if you're hitting like a 7 or 6 iron. This is the longest club in the bag, so if you have too low of a setup, now that swing plane becomes pretty flat. So you can't really swing this way, so you end up kind of lifting to get back on the correct plane. That's gonna get your arms moving away from the body, separate from the body, so your arms and the body becomes out of sync. When you're out of synchronization, now you are losing a lot of consistency for the impact and losing a lot of power. So we have to get you to stand up a little bit taller. This is going to require a little bit of mirror work before you go out on to the golf course or the range. Just stand in front of a mirror looking at the side view. Make sure you grip a 7 iron and then grip a driver. Make sure you're a little taller, okay? So you can compare the difference in two, so that shaft needs to be a little bit more upright as well. Just a little taller setup. Might have to stand a little closer, so you know when you feel a little far away when you stand up, you know to move closer to the ball. Now, during the swing, I noticed that your swing plane is pretty good, but your hands are tracking out ever so slightly in the backswing, and then your hands track out a lot in the downswing. And also the speed, the sound, it all sounds like you're using too much of your arms throughout the whole swing. Meaning in the backswing, you're taking it back with the hands. That's going to get you a little bit above the plane. And then on the way down, your hands are trying to power through, so your hands are even farther away from your body. So that means your club face isn't going to release correctly because your arms are powering through. It's most likely going to get left open, so that's going to give you that push miss, or sometimes you swipe it a little bit, it's going to turn like as a push slice, and because your arms are tracking away from you, try and create some kind of power, you're hitting it more off the heel because your hands are moving away from your body. And all this is happening because you don't have enough coil in the backswing. In the backswing, you're supposed to coil your body like this so you can't breathe. And your hips are about 45 degrees turns, your shoulders are at least 90 degrees turned. But right now I see that your flexibility isn't the issue. Your arms are taking the backswing back this way and then pulling your shoulders to turn. That's really stopping your shoulders from coiling correctly. So you're coiled more up here in the neck rather than like your hips and your core. So the coil isn't quite there. So when you swing down, there's really nothing to uncoil for power. That's why you have to use your arms to try and power through. It'll feel heavy, it'll sound heavy, and the ball will most likely gonna go right or not fly as far or have a piercing flight. One thing in the swing is that I have to change your control of the swing from using the arms into using the body. And most of us know that this is probably the most difficult change to make in a golf swing. But of course, I'm going to AIMEEFY for you, meaning making it simple, fun, and effective. And I'm going to give you like step-by-step drills you can do to get it there all on your own, like that. We got 4 steps today, so let's focus, Helen. Step number 1, you're going to not use a club. You can do this at home or at the range before you get started. You're gonna take 2 thumbs. You're gonna put them on your lats. We know where the lats are, right? Boom, in your back, okay? Big muscles on your back. So left thumb on the left lat, right thumb on the right lat, middle of the lat, and you're going to set up this way. The elbows are going to pointing the same angle as your shoulders, so it could actually give you guidance on how much your shoulders are turning, kind of. In the backswing, instead of using your arms to pull to turn, you're going to use your left thumb and make sure your lat is making that turn happen, and you can't breathe because you're coiled. And then on the way down, instead of using the arms to uncoil, you'll use your right lat, right thumb to rotate through. So it's going to be left lat, right lat, that way. And now you're understanding, okay, I'm using the thumbs and I'm rotating. But now let's go ahead and add your arms for the step 2. We're gonna go ahead and set up without the club, palms facing each other, and you're going to make sure your arms are like spaghetti noodles, and you're going to imagine your thumbs are still on your lats and use the same technique. Left lat and then right lat. Notice how the arms are really relaxed and it just followed the body's lead, right? So the arms were swung, they were swinging through back and forth. So left lat, right lat, left lat, right lat. So now this is kind of programming into your body. You're supposed to use your body turn instead of your arms to make the golf swing happen. Now, once you get that going, step number 3 is the rhythm. You are doing the correct count of using your arms going 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. I could totally see that, which is fantastic. But once you get your body going, your rhythm is going to be thrown off, right? So I'm going to give you even better count. So it's going to be 3, but in a completely different way. Number 1 goes like this. Left lat turn is 1 to the top. Boom, fully stop. That's 1. Number 2 is a slight squat. The little sit move we want to have to give your leg stability so you can turn through with a lot of speed and power. 2 is a little squat, also gives you a little pause at the end, which is fantastic. And then 3 is the right lat through, boom, uncoiling, okay? So the count goes like this, 1, 2, 3, okay? And once we get the speed going and link them up, I see the most common mistake of linking up 2 and 3 together. So a lot of golfers tend to go 1, 2, 3, and then they hit it left and right. We don't want that. So you gotta link up 1 and 2 together. So it goes 1, 2. You complete your backswing with a slight sit. Now you're ready to rip that body through for the 3. Does that make sense? So it goes 1, that was lat turn, 2, slight sit, 3, boom. When you link it up, it goes 1, 2, 3. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Now when you have the rhythm going, let's work on that release, okay? Once you start using your body correctly, your arms are not in control, your arms will be lost what to do, and your face sometimes goes in open, sometimes closed. We have to know exactly how to release through, and to do that, we just have to learn the post-impact position. That's the quickest way. Let's go ahead and grab your driver with the right hand only. If this is too heavy for you, you can grab an iron or really grip down all the way to the shaft. This is kind of heavy for me, so I'm gonna grip it in the shaft. So we'll do the same 3 counts. It goes 1, 2, and then 3 as I'm using the lat, I'm going to make sure at post-impact, which is, this is impact here. Post-impact is when the club head is about 3 feet in front of past the impact right there. I'm going to make sure that toe is pointing about 45 degrees right at the target. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the release. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the release. I don't want that toe pointing that way. It has to point right of the target. That's going to really get that muscle memory going for your release. And you can use both arms to get that toe rolling over. It's fine. But I just really want you to understand it's the body that throws that toe into that position. That's why we did that release last. Just a quick rundown today. We worked on one thing in the setup. Taller setup, okay, to keep everything in sync. And then one thing in the swing, but it was 4-step drill. The first one was thumbs on the lats, turning back and through, and then second step was with the spaghetti arms, lats controlling and swinging the arms. Third was the rhythm. 1 was the left lat back, 2 was a little sit, 3 was right lat through, and you link 1 and 2 together when you link it all up. And then the 4th was the release. So you do 1, 2 is sit, 3 is the lat, and then 4 is point the toe right at the target at post impact. Helen, I know that was a lot of stuff, but going from using the arms into the body is probably one of the most difficult things you can do in making adjustment in the golf swing. But this is going to really take you a long ways. This can prevent a lot of injuries like golf elbows, pain in your shoulders, neck and ribs, wrists, fingers. Also, this will really help to get that club swinging on plane with less effort, more speed, more distance, better accuracy. So you'll be able to get rid of those push slice off the heel shots. Before you get started with your practice, if you have any questions on what we've gone through today, please let me know. I want you to have a full understanding before you start practicing. And during the practice, let me know if you have any additional questions. I'm always here for you. And after a couple, days, weeks of training, you feel pretty confident with your progress, please go ahead and send me an updated golf swing. I would love to take a look and make sure you're on the right track. I'll give you feedback on your updated swing. Congratulations once again for winning the online lesson giveaway on mymswing.com. Really glad to see that you are enjoying the website to help your golf game. Looking forward to hearing back from you, Helen, and have a beautiful day. Happy golfing. Mwah.